Hey, what's up, Snipple? What's up, Kendo? Appreciate that reset. Oh my god, the 27 month. He's on platinum. And what's up, Dave? Just need like 30 seconds to a minute and I'll be ready. Appreciate it, Dave. Let's go. A fucking hype train off of... Oh, you guys kill me. I appreciate it. Oh, you're addicted to Tarkov again? So has Shroud, man. Shroud's been playing it a shit ton here lately. Oh no, immersion ruined. Okay. That'll work. What's up, guys? Okay, man. First, let me say, appreciate all the new people in the community, because holy shit. Ever since the latest YouTube video I put out, we've had 3 people join the Discord. Multiple people have DM'd me on Discord saying that they enjoyed the video a lot. And it just, yeah. So people really seem to enjoy that video, so I really appreciate that. And of course, I will be making more. I made a meme-ass community post as well on my channel for the first time ever. First community post I've ever made that's not just like announcing that I'm going live or something. Which is this. What else did you expect, dude? Seriously? When people making a Did You Know Silent Hill video I need to edit that. Start talking about snow being ash in Centralia, PA for the quintillionth time. There we go. But yeah, just in general, people seem to have really enjoyed that video, so that's cool. And yes, I am gonna finish and get a lot more of my shit out. So the days of me talking about, what's up, Stone? The days of me talking about getting YouTube videos out and not doing it are over. I'm actually gonna start getting them out with regularity, at a minimum once a month, but at a maximum 2 or 3 a month. Buckshot roulette. What is this? Hey, what's up, Dr. Red? What did you guys think of the video if you actually saw it? I won't play it again because we played it on the podcast on Wednesday, but yeah, just for people that have seen it. And honestly, I've never been happier with my mic settings. I think I'm done messing with them. Look, for real, actually, because when I listen back to that, I don't need to touch it anymore. There's not a single thing wrong with it. And the volume is perfect. Everything else. No, actually, it's actually perfect. No, I didn't say that about mic settings 2 years ago. I said that about stream settings 2 years ago. I may have said it about mic settings, but from what I remember, it was about stream settings, okay? By the way, it's super rainy here today, so my hair is like fucking static wool. Or whatever the fuck. Steel wool. You're also not going to buy another PS2. I haven't bought a PS2 controller for a very long time, to be fair. I could have gone out and tried to buy a white and blue one to match my Japanese PS2, but I didn't. Because I don't like need that, dude. I don't like need anything, dude. What's up, Exeter? Did you get a chance to listen to the majority of the podcast this week, Exeter? I think you were here for most of it, weren't you? I don't know for sure, but yeah, I'm just really excited overall, just with all my I guess you can call them endeavors that we're doing right now. The podcast has been really fun. The YouTube video, people seem to really enjoy it. That's all I can really ask for. And you know, we're here, we're still streaming, so cannot complain whatsoever. We are chilling right now. My throat feels like it's got a fucking lump in it though. I don't know why. I probably was. I think you were, but I don't think you chatted a whole lot. But either way, yeah, it's funny, you know, looking at the dichotomy on the comments too. My favorite comments are the ones that just disregard the entire video because they didn't like what I say in the beginning. Like I was about to pin this comment. I ended up pinning a different comment. But I was going to pin this one right here. Where a dude watched literally 4 seconds of the video and just commented this. No. He says, no. Skip the rest of the video. Okay. Good one. Good one, lil bro. But at the same time, some people have started some really engaging conversations in the comments, and I wanted to participate, but like I said last stream, it's in your best interest to not engage with YouTube comments if you can avoid it. Now, it's fine if you want to, like I responded to one guy who actually gave me good criticism to stop doing like, you know, meme edits, like where I'm putting the meme photos or whatever. I'm like, yeah, that's fair, because, you know, I'm trying to put forth a serious topic video. Now, the next one that I'm working on, let me go ahead and talk about this, is actually a video talking about why Dead Rising from 2006 deserves an RE Engine remake. And the way that I'm going to try to structure the video is, you guys know how in that game there's all kinds of different photo categories that you can take? I think you should just do it how you feel is best. Do what? How I feel is best? What do you mean? Oh, no. I never try to people please, because you'll never succeed in that. Absolutely not. Yeah, you will absolutely never succeed in that. I just responded to one that made a good point, and that's it. I try to respond to maybe 2 comments total and then just leave it that way. Because what you'll find is the more people you respond to, the more people try to get you to respond. And I learned this on my first major Silent Hill video, is when I started responding to like 1 or 2 different comments, then all of a sudden people started saying things to try to poke me, you know, to get me to respond. Just insulting shit and stuff that ended up getting held for review. So I was like, all right, well, this is a waste of time. So let me see if I can get a... Okay. Okay, so here's how I'm going to structure the video. Basically, as you can see here, I'm going to take all these different categories: erotica, horror, outtake, brutality, and drama. These are the 5 categories of photos that you can take in Dead Rising. And I'm going to show how it effectively conveys all 5 of these themes. And a little, you know, you could argue outtake / comedy would also be in there. And that's why it's such an engaging game, because, you know, Frank West is not your typical protagonist anyway. He's not like a muscular dude. He's just a standard, like, kind of overweight guy. And over the course of the game, he becomes a killing machine who's very adept at taking out massive groups of zombies. But, you know, there's so much value there, and I really think that it could do for an RE Engine remake. That's why I'm going to make the video. But that's how I'm going to kind of structure it if I can. And I really just need to watch more Adobe Premiere tutorials. Like, that's the main thing that I need to do, because there's so much to learn. Oh my god, there's so much to learn. Like, I can't even fathom. Some people have recommended, like, oh, if you really want to get videos out quick, you should switch to Final Cut. It's like, that's the Mac editor. I don't have a Mac, dude. Or if you really want to get videos out quick, you should pay for DaVinci Resolve. That's Elgato and Blackmagic's editing software. It's like, no, dude. I'm already extremely well adjusted to Adobe Premiere. I can't restart now. Like, I've made several videos in Adobe Premiere. I've worked with it for like 100, 200 hours. I can't change now. It's going to take me triple the time to get back to the efficiency that I'm at with Premiere right now. I'd love a Final Fantasy XI remaster. I don't think they would ever do it, but... Dude, that game is crazy. I think I've told you this story before. There is a YouTuber. Let me see what his name is, because you'll probably recognize it once I say it. I think it's Happy Console Gamer is his name. Yeah, so Happy Console Gamer has one of my favorite videos. It's called My Sick Online Addiction. I mean, look at the fucking thumbnail that he put on here. It's literally him doing the gun to head gesture, and it's called My Sick Online Addiction. Yeah, it's one of my favorite videos ever. But he basically talks about how he was around 27, 28 years old whenever Final Fantasy XI dropped, and he was actually playing Phantasy Star Online, PSO, for the Dreamcast. And so he was looking for like the next big console MMO, and he actually got laid off from his job. He was working at like a Compaq style, IT consultant firm. and he got laid off from his job right before it came out, and he was on unemployment. So he was on unemployment right as this like groundbreaking console MMO comes out. It was the worst recipe for an addiction you could possibly imagine. So he got this great severance package that was paying him a bunch of money, so he didn't have to work for like 2 years. I mean, it was like a full 2-year severance package. Oh yeah, for sure. It almost cost you your marriage, dude. What? I need more information on that, if you don't mind to share, because that's actually insane. But he described he ended up getting married to a woman that he was blowing off at this time. So in a way, it almost did cost him his marriage, because he's married now. But when he was playing this game, he was, ignoring her when she was trying to talk to him. So he tells the story. Lost 2 jobs and will play 18 hours a day. Yeah, he was telling the story of how he actually shows his setup in here, which is really cool. He shows his setup, and this was his setup. Look at this. Look at this, dude. He's got his fucking Microsoft Internet keyboard here with his Sony TV, bunch of fucking candy, bunch of cigarettes, and his big ass Sony Trinitron TV. Yeah, cigarettes, fucking Mountain Dew, fucking guidebooks, candies. Holy shit, dude. Was that a grilled cheese? Probably. But yeah, he said it was. Yeah, you can see it right there. But he said he literally developed GERD, which is gastroesophageal reflux disease, because all he would do was sit down, hunched over all day, and eat shitty foods, drink coffee, eat candy, and fucking smoke. So he never had heartburn issues in his life, and because he was doing this so often, he actually gave himself gastroesophageal reflux disease. But yeah, it's crazy. And the crazy thing about it is he said he was actually so afraid of how addicted he was to this game that he refused to even put the disc in the console to get footage. Like, he refused actively because he knew that if he did it, he might want to start playing again. That's how bad it was. Here, I'll just play this segment here where he kind of talks about that. I love this video. I used to rewatch this a lot when I was in retail.
I like, fuck, what am I gonna do?
Here he talks about how he finally quit.
Drive, and I've taken it out until I'm off this shit. The time finally, I was worth a lot of money in this game at this point. And I think everybody was really sad to see me go, but they were also very happy to be getting some of this great equipment. But people were bummed out. People were really, really upset that I was leaving, that I had the courage to leave. And it really was that. And you have to understand, it was like a drug addiction. It's like, I need to quit, but I don't want to quit. Holy shit. And I was all nervous. And the time finally, I gave out all my equipment, and I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? What am I doing? I gave out everything. And I'm there in my underwear in the game. And I'm like, I was max level, all that kind of crap. And I was like, it's done. And everybody stood there. And I'm like, and this became a bit of a meme and a bit of a joke for a while. I did a countdown. I needed to do it psychologically to leave. And I'm like, 10 seconds till I'm off this shit. And I'm like, 10.
Dude,
9,
it's crazy
8,
how addicted people were to this game.
Like, 3,
I thought WoW
2,
addictions were bad.
1. And I just logged out of play online. And it was it was not easy to delete your character back then. Nothing was easy, but I was able to kind of delete the character, and I removed play online. I did all of that stuff. I had to do all of that. And the big moment was when I took the PlayStation, I'd shut everything down, and I'd taken the hard drive, and I'd taken it out, and I held it in my hand, and I was angry at it. I was physically looking at it, seething, and so mad that my life had been in this, and it had destroyed my life. It was all in a digital form, and it had such a hold on me, and it felt so insane. I was putting it back into it like a coffin, You know, I was putting it back into a coffin in the box, and I put everything up, and I put it in the shelf, and I went and sat in the other room, and I sat down, and I lit a cigarette because I was a smoker then. I'm like,
Hey, what's up, Pajame? We're watching a video. So Exeter loves Final Fantasy 11, and he said it almost ruined his marriage. He was so addicted to it, and there's a YouTube video that I've watched for years that corroborates that same kind of story, where this guy was so addicted to it that he almost lost like all of his friends and all of his family because he ignored everybody to play it.
and I sat there for about 5 minutes. Then I'm like, I made a great mistake. I need to get back. And I ran into the room, and I got off the shelf, and I wanted to put it back. I'm like, no, fuck, no. Put it back. And I put it back, and I went in the other room. And I sat there.
It's an MMO.
All my mind was doing was thinking, I gotta go back. I gotta go back.
So Exeter, what I've heard is, wasn't it something where in the original iteration of the game, it was most addictive because it could potentially take you like all day to get a party together? So there's also a guy named Pete Dorr who also made a video about how he was hopelessly addicted to it. And he said that you would have to sit there and basically wait for your console to make a sound before you knew, and people would sit literally all day to wait. And also just that it was a very difficult game in general. Like there was no shortcut to get to max level in the beginning, at least. Like nowadays with all the expansions and stuff, they changed it to make it easy. But back then you had to grind if you wanted to be high level. There was no two ways about it. Just a sec, you guys. I love disappearing into a cloud of Silent Hill fog. Took me like 18 hours to go from 72 to 74. Yeah. You finally did Heisenbarger on Village of Shadows. It was so fun. Oh. Sorry, that's a radio drama that plays on the B-side of Silent Hill 4 CD. Yeah, but anyway, so in that video, he basically just talks about how he had a solid week of just, fuck, I need to get back on the game. What else do I have going on in my life right now? And then realizing like midway through trying to hook everything back up that, you know, he's only gonna get hopelessly addicted to it again, and he needs to get back to work. And like, it's just insane how crazy it was. Maximilian dude was also super addicted to it. So people talk about WoW addictions and stuff, but they don't seem as intense as Final Fantasy 11 addictions. Like Final Fantasy 11 addictions are actually fucking like life-ending shit. Just about. Yeah, he was talking, so I don't know if you know exactly what he was talking about, but in this video, he says that there was a staircase. It was like a spiral staircase where a specific type of enemy would spawn. And I think you can still play the game on PC, but he was talking about this like spiral staircase where a specific enemy would spawn and you could get these bracelets. And it was heavily camped by like bot players and stuff. But yeah, he said that like that was one of the crazy things is like he would have to just sit there and camp that enemy for hours on end and then just try to attack it before the bots got to it. And he said there was one time where they actually got it because it was something to do with like giving you dexterity. Yeah, he's like it gave you dexterity, and I forget who needed it, but there was some type of character in Final Fantasy 11 that really needed dexterity. They gave a lot of strength. Oh, okay. Honestly, I'm scared of becoming that guy through Elder Scrolls right now, smithing hundreds of daggers right now just to get max armor, taking my whole week away in pain. I get it, dude. That's why I don't play MMOs, because I do get a little bit addicted to things, and I just don't really have time in my life for that right now.
I gotta go back.
I think he talks about the
tower.
Oh, right here. This is where he talks about it. This is where he talks about it.
My friends, and we knew that this bracelet here with, like, if you killed the slime, which would randomly appear at 3 places on this huge staircase, 3 places. If you killed it and it had a 1 in, like, I don't know, 50 or what, I can't remember the actual number. If it dropped this bracelet, and it's very rare to get. You have no idea how insane it was to even attempt to go and get this thing. But if you could get it, you could sell it for a bomb back then in the game. So we were all excited, and we got to the tower. And as we got to the tower, we realized that waiting in the staircase were all these Japanese bot players. They just sat there. So as soon as a slime appeared, they automatically started to attack it. So we were like, what are we going to do? So we just started running up and down the stairs, hoping that it would randomly generate and we would get there. We were there for a few hours. We were there for quite a few hours. I think we did it the first night. We did not. We didn't. I think we
like just the thought of these dudes that are in their late 20s, early 30s, running up and down a singular staircase, waiting for one enemy to spawn in for the small, minute chance of a single drop, is so crazy to me.
You didn't even get anything. Nothing important. And then I'll never forget this moment. And these are the moments that kept me there. You have to understand. I'm just there. I run up the stairs. The slime appears. The Japanese player goes to get it. I attack. I was getting to the point where I could attack before he did, and I initiated it. And I got the slime. I killed the slime. And I look in my inventory. I fucking got the bracelet. And I almost started. I almost started crying. I was like, and I'm fucking freaking out. My friend is freaking out. We felt like $1 million. I can't, and we left.
Took 6 months to get a sword, 48 to 72 hour respawn. Holy shit.
Left that terrible, horrible tower and those Japanese bot players behind. We got to the city, Juno. We put it up for auction, and it sold nearly instantaneous. I think we got like $1 million plus, and we split it. And so I could at that point upgrade my Dark Knight, and you can see the addiction. We would all talk about.
Yeah, and it's funny too, like when you look at an MMO, this shit doesn't look that good, especially since it was on PS2, but like, and honestly, I can relate to this. It's the novelty, because back then, for me especially, like just playing games online had such a novelty to it that I had never experienced before. Like around 2004-ish is when I first started to be old enough to experience it, because I was around 9-10 years old. But I remember one night specifically being on Halo 3. Or no, it was Halo 2. Yeah, 2004. On Halo 2, I just remember running into these really cool guys, like, because a lot of people would just call me a squeaker or whatever, because I was super young at the time. But I ran into these like genuinely cool, welcoming guys, and we just sat there and played, midship and other things for hours and hours on end. And it was just the novelty of it, dude. Just the novelty of having a headset on and talking to other people while playing a game was so crazy back then. Now that's completely worn off for me now, to the point that whenever I can, I will just disable voice chat. But yeah, and personally, I think that Xbox Live parties ruined that experience, because everybody was just hiding away in a party, and nobody was in game chat anymore after that happened. So it annoyed the shit out of me. Parties were cool. They were like the original Discord servers, but I feel like they should have disabled that when you're actually in game. Because, being in game with everybody on the mic talking, that's an experience that I really miss. And as soon as Xbox Live parties came out, that just got fucking eliminated. And I miss that, so. Open mic squeaker? Hey, I was, dude. We were all squeakers at one point. I was a squeaker on Counter-Strike Source as well, although they weren't so welcoming. I will never in my life play an MMO unless it has literal godlike graphics and way less predatory practices. Yeah. The chaos of open mic pre-lobbies is an experience. Yeah, dude. Oh, I barely survived the Halo 3 days, but once Modern Warfare 2 came out in late 2009, I was good to go because I was just getting old enough to where my voice... Basically, here's what happened. I kept my high-pitched ass voice until I was about 13, going on 14, and then I remember after my 14th birthday, like 2 weeks after that, my voice basically got to where it is now and just never changed. It was like 2 weeks into being 14, oh, my voice sounds like this now, and then it still sounds like that. And I'm 29, so it didn't get any deeper. But it was enough that I could get online and not be called a squeaker, and I was cool with that. So by the time Halo 3 was out and shit, I was good to go. Or by the time Modern Warfare 2 was out, I was good to go. Dude, 38 is not old. I wouldn't even say old until we're talking like 65 to 70. And even then, I think about old in terms of not necessarily what you look like physically, but what you're able to do. Because if you're not able to do anything that makes you feel like you're young anymore, then that's when you feel old. Like if you can't do anything at all that makes you feel young, or you're like completely disconnected. Like I just saw this this YouTube short the other day from a lady that's like 92 years old and just this year stopped kayaking. Like hardcore kayaking all summer. She just stopped and she's 92 fucking years old. So, you know, hey, you take care of yourself and you can do the shit that you love well into your fucking 70s, 80s, and 90s. Oh, I can't, what I can't do is I can't go without sleep anymore. My body completely says, fuck you. If I go X amount of time without sleeping, it just says, fuck you. You're going to be so exhausted. You can't do anything anymore. You are going to get sleep. That's what my body does to me now. It totally fails me on that front. I used to be able to stay up all night. All summer, I would stay up all night and just sleep like 4 hours during the day. Stay up all night, 4 hours during the day. I would repeat that cycle like all summer, but I cannot do that anymore. Gotta blow my nose really quick. I beat Final Fantasy VII in one sitting, 55 hours straight. Seriously? No way, dude. That's insanity. The longest game session that I remember in my lifetime was GTA 4. Whenever GTA 4 came out, that was so mind-blowing to me that I literally could not turn the console off. And I played that bitch on PS3 as well. But yeah, I must have sat there for, oh geez. I mean, it was all day, all night, and then half of the next day. So probably close to 30 hours, virtually nonstop. Yeah. Yeah, so GTA 4 on PS3 was one. It just blew my fucking mind. I could not believe the fucking size of the map. I could not believe how good it looked. Even like by modern standards, the map in GTA 4 is pretty fucking big. And so I just sat there in like disbelief that this fucking game even existed. The radio music was so awesome. The story was so sick. I love doing like playing darts and getting drunk and Yeah, that game just blew my fucking mind to the point that I could not stop playing it. I genuinely probably played like 30 hours straight. Yeah, online on GTA 4 was really cool. Now, unfortunately, they didn't renew the licenses for the music, so in 2018, 10 years after it released, they had to go in and remove some of the best songs from the radio, but obviously there's ways that you can go back. He's Serbian, I believe, but yeah, it's Niko Bellic. Pretty sure he's Serbian. No, he is Russian. You're right. Never mind. I just had to pull up the wiki. Yeah, he's Russian. Oh, what? And then the wiki says Serbian. What the fuck? The wiki says Serbian. The game that clicked like that for me was Left 4 Dead 2 and Portal 2 after my parents told me they were both made in the same engine. The amount of detail in those games is insane and stupid. It is. Pork, chicken, or steak? Me personally? Steak. I'll take a good steak. Chicken is a very, very close second though, because chicken can be prepared so many different ways. It's great. Pork is only good for me on a Chipotle burrito. I don't like it in many other ways. But yeah, just in general, feeling really good about, you know, the endeavors here lately. You guys seem to really enjoy the podcast. You guys seem to really enjoy the new YouTube video. So I'm feeling more fired up than ever to just get more good content out. And now that I have things, you know, to a point where I really just need to turn stuff on and hit record, there's no excuse for me to not get more stuff out. There's no excuse for me to not get more stuff out. Yeah, we did sound redeems now. We did new stream transitions. Like, I'm actually doing work instead of just fucking, you know, saying that I'm going to do stuff and not doing it. Which needed to be done for a long fucking time. Yeah, carnitas. I love carnitas burritos. Hey, no problem, Exeter. Appreciate you hanging out as always. Yeah, we'll talk to you later. How you can sit there. Wait, I feel like I'm having a stroke. How can you sit there and eat? Yes. That was. That had me confused, dude. How you. I legit thought I was having a stroke. I was like, what the hell am I reading here? Am I going schizo? How can I sit there and eat pizza? Very carefully. That may not be the answer you wanted to hear, but the truth is the truth, no matter how small. You meant as a soundbite? Oh, hell yeah, we can get that. I actually have one last slot. I have one last slot that we can use. That's a great idea, actually. All right, library. How can you sit there?
This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza?
Perfect. Nah, we got to keep it all original. We got to keep it all original. Channel points. Hey, what's up, Malum? Hey, did you get a chance to check out that new video? Because I know you'd be interested in it more than a lot of other people. Who's Rachel? All right, 1,500 channel points gets you how can you sit there and eat pizza. Let me turn the fucking volume down though because it's gonna be loud. Okay, the volume's at 15%. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm working really hard on like my technique for voiceover and narration. I don't want to ever be like a commercial read style voiceover person, but I do want to be good at narration. Like I would like to be very good at narrating things like stories that people want to tell and various other things. So, you know, always looking to improve. Okay, so pizza should be available now. Where's it at? There we go.
This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza?
Okay, let me adjust the cooldown so we can get the volume right. I got to make sure on every single one of these that the volume is correct. Otherwise, it's barely going to be audible. 2.5K for all sound redeems. Just don't overstretch yourself and put too much time into perfecting something the YouTube algorithm is asked. No, it absolutely is. You know what's funny? And I promise this is not me bitching. The video that I made called The Silent Hill Dark Age 2005 to 2012 got 1.9 thousand views in like 6 months. And the video I just put out has over double that. And it's only been 3 days. It hasn't even been a full 3 days. It's been like 2.5 days. So the reality is your best bet is just to release a bunch of stuff. Because you never know what's going to like pop off, you know? You never know.
That money, I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
True. Very true.
This town is
There
full
we
of
go.
monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza?
Yeah. Oh, what?
This town is full of monsters.
What the fuck?
How can you sit there and eat pizza?
Oh, that's the best sound redeem, dude. That's the best. All right, the cooldown is up to 600 seconds now. Deep fried spicy chicken wings or pan fried spicy chicken? Pan fried, because deep fried sticks to my bones really bad. Anytime I eat anything that's fried, it feels like it just sits in my stomach for 3 hours and I have to recover it. I haven't left my house in over a week and I'm going to go to the casino. Hey, good luck, man, but don't lose a lot of money. Please. But yeah, it's not so much SH2 ruined the vibe, but it was that everyone felt SH2 was the standard when making a new entry. Absolutely. But here's the thing. There's been a lot of people that have commented on that video and they've just simply said, no, not watching the rest of the video. No, it didn't ruin anything. It was the best one. I just have one thing. I know. Okay, the video addresses that. This is the way that YouTube works. Your title has to be a little bit clickbaity, and then you have to get into the real topic. And I say midway through that it's Konami's fault. Kills me when people do that. I'm just saying, like, I know it itself didn't ruin it. There were other factors, and I talk about those factors. But the game of YouTube and the way you have to play it is that your title has to be a little bit clickbaity. That's just how it works, man. Clickbait is just a part. I'm not saying the whole video is clickbait. I'm just saying the title, of course, is going to be a little bit clickbaity because that's the way the fucking game is played, and that's the way it's always been played. Yeah, just why not just clickbait the shit out of everything? What's is that the new thing now? Is putting that mic in front of my face? And shocked face, and the clickbait is a platform problem, not a yeah. Don't hate the player, hate the game, dude. That's what I'm saying. Hate the game. Oh, by the way, we have a couple new emotes. Let me go ahead and enable these because Mag sent them to me earlier. I almost replied to one of those comments pointing out the obvious. SH2 didn't ruin it, but it indirectly did by becoming the standard of SH. Yeah, let's go ahead and enable these. Dude, holy shit. What? The simp emote was my most used for the last 30 days. Oh yeah, Mag, actually, I'm going to DM you something really quick as well. I want to know your thoughts on this. I'm now calling SH Ascension Millennium from now on. I'm waiting for the Silent Hill series to get a bunch of strange cash-in remakes made by AI for me to hop in. Then I'll watch the movies and then I'll buy the OGs. There better be a stamp Pog. It kind of is. It's not actually my face, but it is kind of. So here's one and here's the other. I'll show these. Here's one of my cat Snickers. And then here's one that Mag called Don't Cross Us, which comes from a cringy ass TikTok of a guy making up a very dramatic scenario of his friend being beaten up in front of him. Completely fake, but yeah, this would be hilarious to make as a like a shocked emote. She looks drunk in this. Don't cross us a Geb. A Geb. Make a stamp of approval logo emote. Well, no comment. I was gonna say something about the logos, but no comment on that. Oh no, with the hope filter. Anyways, let me download these. I got flashbanged. Like, I have to verify it's me, please. Wrong password. Love it. Love it. This isn't even the right fucking account. The fuck? I've been addicted to that Metamorphosis song, just various different edits with that song, because it fits so many different things. Like, it started out as always being used as a fucking Patrick Bateman edit, but then that one Heather Mason one that you posted, Malum, I watched that shit like 45 times in a row, because it's just so well made. Okay, so let's go into my emote section, which I have not gone into in fucking ages, and let's see if we can get these going. I haven't even touched my emote section in forever. I'm also thinking about some new sub badges, which are going to be the Silent Hill radios. I sent you a couple more DMs, Mac, if you don't mind to take a look at those. With my luck, the sizing will be fucked. Probably, but we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to have to get rid of one. Let's get rid of the TCM one for now. I'll just remove it from the slot, but keep it in the rotation. And then we'll replace the SNCC high one with the new one. Okay, so I have 65 emote slots. Yeah, upload new standard emote. Okay, Stamp A2 Shock exists, and it's that stupid dude's face. And then let's do the SNCC one. A James Sunderland Metamorphosis t-shirt. Gotta include the Rip James photo. Yeah, dude. Okay, so it just says upload took too long. Please try again on the SNCC one. I don't know if... I don't think the sizing is wrong on this. It just seems to be a Twitch issue. The actual seal of Metatron. It just says, well, this usually will get fixed after I refresh, so let's try it again. I just can't show this because it has like other analytics info that I might leak, so I gotta be careful. The image might be too large, like the size of it, or not the size, the file size might be too large. I think it is. It is. So it has to be 1 megabyte minimum, and it's 1.07 megabytes. So yeah, we can't do that one, but Stamp A2 Shock does exist. There we go. Kind of small, but we can see it. Everybody loves the mic emote, so I'll leave that alone. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is still fine, what we have here. Either way, let me refresh my chat, and then we're in good shape. Yeah, it's 1.07, unfortunately. But yeah, what's your opinion? Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Did you use channel points to modify that or something? If you have an axle, if you have to axe one, I'd probably do chair or jack. Yeah, I had to. I had to get rid of one of them. Anyways, they're all back there now. No, I would never get rid of Jack, dude.
Take Ramses from the dragon.
I found one of my first emotes the other day. The nipple Chris from RE5. Oh no. Yeah, you have a lot of interesting things that you have. No, I don't think I ever used that one because it was really tough to get the sizing right on it and it never ended up working out. What's the problem there? You had to catch a predator once, but I don't think you wanted to use them for copyright stuff. Or so. Yeah, I can't use anything like that. Like, I can use if it's just a random photo of like a meme person, but I can't use like Chris Hansen's face or anything. Like, that would not go over very well. Anyways, guys, we need to finish Silent Hill 2. All we have left is the rest of the labyrinth, and then we just got to go to the hotel and finish the game. We were at basically the very end. Play Village. Why should I? No, I will soon. Because Ethan Summers said so. Well, tell him I said to get effed and to go fly a kite. You know? There we go. The first official usage of Stampé 2 Shock. I just wish it was very slightly larger. That way it could be as big as like the shocked face that Dr. Red put. Alright, let me boot up the game. I'm gonna say Soylent Hill 2. Enhanced Edition. Newest update. A fucking earring, yeah, for real. No, this is just a fan mod. Oh shit. I know, they're all like inside jokey and shit. Is it 3? Yeah, that was easy. This should be a window capture, not a display capture. Okay. Cool. So where we left off, James was doing the Texas 2 step at the bottom of this elevator. I don't quite know why. Maybe he'll explain himself someday. But I don't have time to worry about that right now. We're going to find the Buster Sword. It's pH, everybody. It's pH. And he is here. The presence of hydrogen. I need some water. Found a booter knife. Okay. Alright, well, we successfully avoided pH. It's actually really easy to get hit there, but he can't do a whole lot. Why am I not at low HP, by the way? It might be fucking up my ending. No particular reason why I'm doing that. Is the game volume too loud for you guys, or is it alright? It's a little bit loud for me. Good? Okay, cool. Now with this one, I believe it is... Let me try this. 1... Oh, I thought I had it, dude. No, dude. Fuck me. Oh, there we go. So this cutscene right here is actually the very first CG cutscene they ever did for the game, so that's why it looks a little bit rough. I'm gonna zoom in just a bit here.
You're alive! Maria, I thought that thing killed you. Are you hurt bad?
Not at all, silly.
Maria? That thing, it stabbed you. There was blood everywhere.
Stabbed me? What do you mean?
It chased us to the elevator, and then
James,
A life-changing
what are you
idea. Let's hear
talking
it.
about?
just before, don't you remember?
This cutscene here was the very first.
James, honey, did something happen to you
That's why it looks very rough.
after we got separated in that long hallway? Are you confusing me with someone else?
Oh, well, I don't know, Kendo, because some people might interpret that
You
completely
were
wrong.
always so forgetful. Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
You said you took everything, but you forgot that videotape we made. I wonder if it's still there.
Yeah, like it would be funny as an inside joke,
How
but
do
I
you
think
know
some
about
people would
that?
interpret that wrong and try to, you know,
Aren't you Maria?
cause a scene over it.
I'm
you know?
not your Mary.
So, you're Maria?
I am. If you want me to be.
All I want from you is an answer.
It doesn't matter who I am. I'm here for you, James. See? I'm real.
That is a great shot, though. For 2000,
Don't
the
you
quality
wanna
of these
touch me?
cutscenes is unbelievable.
I don't know.
Come and get me. I can't do anything through these bars.
Okay. Stay right there. I'll be there soon.
Yeah, Stone, the funny thing about achievements is that 90% of them, like in Twin Perfect's video, you literally just get them by playing the game exactly how you're supposed to. This is the closest shot we see of his face the whole time. So you can see how exhausted he looks. UFO, I did new game. I don't have the UFO thing. Can I talk to her again? No? Well, that would have been dead on, but... Look, I tried, guys. I tried. Don't blame me, because I tried. Well, okay, not 90% of all trophies in the game. I mean, like, most of the trophies when you first start the game are just, oh, you picked up the very first item, and you did exactly what you were supposed to do with it. Here's a fucking achievement for no reason. Like, what the hell? What's the point? Tried the double spousal murder. I always do this. Yeah, it's like just finish this main story mission that if you're playing the video game the way that you're supposed to, you will do no matter what. No shotgun emote, you mean? I should make a shotgun emote. I don't know if there's a policy. I don't know if there's a Twitch policy against making weapon emotes though. There may very well be, I'm not sure. Okay, this is the one we needed. Oh, you piece of shit. Okay, we're not 1 HP yet. Nope. Oh, what the fuck? Oh. Yeah, I know some streamers have knives, but I'll look into it. If there's no issue with it, then hell yeah, we'll make one. Okay, there's a newspaper on the ground. It's stained with something that looks like blood and is partially illegible. This one I can fill in the blanks for. The body of a man later identified as Thomas Orozco, lumberjack, age 39, was discovered in the living room lying face down. The probable cause of death was multiple stab wounds to the front of the neck and the left side of the torso by a sharp-edged weapon. The estimated time of death was somewhere between 11 p.m. and 12:30 midnight. Due to signs of a struggle in the room and a lack of a murder weapon, police are considering this a homicide and have opened a murder investigation. Furthermore, given the fact that the cash in the room was untouched and Mr. Orozco had a history of drunkenness and violence, the police suspect that the motive was not robbery, but rather a crime of passion. Oh, Forsen has one? Well, then I'm good to go! Where do they call this? Labyrinth Hallway. Okay. Here's something really cool if you check the map. Look, he's actually drawing it out as he goes, because he has no idea where he is. A crime of passion. Oh, what's up, by the way, Quesadilla? I don't know if I said hello to you, sir. How have you been? I've been seeing you in another stream that we both seem to frequent pretty often. You know what? Let's go for this. I never go for this. Oh, that was so, dude, that would have been that would have been the kill shot. I'm gonna have to move now. Okay, okay. I might actually be dead. Alright, let's try it again. Got him. That thing is so tough to use, though. Yeah, the design of this room is completely fucked up, though, man, for real. It was so sad watching Distortion play this the other day and everybody in chat just ripping on it and talking about, like, they were all typing LMFAO during this part, and I'm like, what the fuck? Is this what Zoomers think of Silent Hill 2?
Angela, relax.
Don't order me around!
I'm not trying to order you.
So what do you want then? Oh, I see. You're trying to be nice to me, right? I know what you're up to. It's always the same. You're only after one thing.
No, that's not true at all.
You don't have to lie. Go ahead and say it.
So for the people that say that they didn't have good face animations in this game, that's just a lie.
You always did. You only care about yourself anyway. You disgusting pig.
Angela.
Don't touch me.
You can see their faces change. Like, some people like to argue that this game has such horrible graphics that it barely even represents what a human being is supposed to look like. It's very over-exaggerated how bad the graphics are. But look at her hands.
You said your wife Mary was dead, right?
Yes. She was ill.
Watch her face here, you can see it.
Liar! I know about you. You didn't want her around anymore. You probably found someone else.
That's ridiculous. I never.
All right, put the knife away, James. You did what needed to be done. Now put it away. This one, I believe, is counterfeiting. On hard riddle. Okay, so it should be middle on the bottom. Oh, wait, isn't it arsonist, though? It's either arsonist or counterfeiting. So we'll try middle on the bottom first. I'll just save before we do it. Yeah. You know, Heisenberger is actually what they call Wings of Redemption. When they do like the Breaking Bad parody intro, that's what they call him. Yeah, the James Earl frown in the remake. Yep, that was it. So it's counterfeiting on hard riddle. Key of the persecuted. Also, you know what's hilarious, you guys, is whenever you put out a YouTube video, there are literally bot accounts that will stalk all of the socials that you put in the description. I've literally gotten like 5 bot whispers in Twitch ever since I put that video up. Like, hey, I can offer graphics and or followers and views for your channel for low price. And it's like complete burner account. Like, dude, get the fuck out of here. It's so predatory, man. I don't need your fucking bots. But I've gotten so many, I just reported them all. Because they're obviously bot accounts. Like, they're just bullshit. I love how Heisenberg hates Domitresk so much that during the intro where he's trying to kill you, he clearly says, I gotta keep Donna and Moreau entertained. And when you get to his factory, so he says, I didn't think you would make it past Donna or Moreau. He completely leaves her out of the picture. Yeah. So you can see this here is marked room 208. Room 208 is apparently where Mary stayed in the hospital. And every time we pass a room 208 in the game, we get a specific sound. In the apartments, you get a scratching sound on the wall. And in the hotel, we'll get a completely different sound, which I'll show you guys later.
Maria?
Welcome back, Stoned. No, you were here. Never mind.
Maria, no.
Brain's a little bit snapped tonight. Yeah, you can see not just blood, but also some kind of like skin disease developing on her. I'm about to sneeze. Oh yeah, somebody said let you guys hear this for some reason. There you go, you heard a sneeze. Yep, she might be completely deceased, but that fit though, that drip. Your words, not mine, Stoned. Yeah, so if you turn around and try to go back into that room, it actually increases your chances of getting the Maria ending, which I don't like, so we ain't going for it. This track is called Fermata in Mystic Air, by the way. So it's an apartment building, kind of, maybe? I mean, there were all those water pits that we were just in, but then it just opens up to a fucking graveyard. So none of this geographically makes any fucking sense where we're at right now. And if we read some of these gravestones that are actually legible, they say some pretty interesting things. Like this one. This felon drank one last bottle of ale before he was executed and laid here to his eternal rest. And then this one, Walter Sullivan. So the person we read about in the apartments. Remember, this is pre-Silent Hill 4, so the only mention of him in this game is that one document. That one cult newspaper. Miriam K. Traitor. I'm assuming that's the lady we read about earlier that was persecuted. Died by persecution. I love that shock emote, dude. Well, I mean, his dad does run the place. It's totally possible, Malum. You know what? We should... I actually want to make such a meme-ass video about, like, just extrapolating the most insane Silent Hill theory possible and present it as totally serious until the end of the video where I admit it was all a joke. I would love to do that. Kind of spoiled it by talking about it, but I would love to do that someday. I need to bring up the most insane shit possible, too. Like the fucking color of a texture in the corner of room 302. And extrapolate that into a whole ass theory. There's a name inscribed, Eddie Dombrowski. Angela Orozco. And then the only open one, James Sunderland. That's me. Yeah, Laura dragged the body into Ashfield Heights after she grew up. And actually the scene where James and Eddie pretend to kill each other was literally just pretend to try to trick the town into thinking that James had finished the job. And Eddie actually crawled away off camera and came back to get his revenge years later because James hit him too hard, actually. And he didn't like that. Real.
Eddie,
True and real, by the way.
what are you doing? What does it look like? He always busted my balls. You fat, disgusting piece of shit. You make me sick. Fat ass, you're nothing but a waste of skin. You're so ugly, even your mama don't.
Yeah, I love the editing too. It's cutting constantly.
Well, maybe he was right. Maybe I am nothing but a fat, disgusting piece of shit. But you know what? It doesn't matter if you're smart, dumb, ugly, pretty. It's all the same once you're dead. And the corpse can't laugh.
Fucking HD collection version is so bad, dude.
From now on, if anyone makes fun of me, I'll kill him. Just like that.
He has his finger on the trigger the whole time there too.
Eddie, have you gone nuts? I knew it. You too. You're just like him, James. Hey, I didn't mean anything. Don't bother. I understand. You've been laughing at me all along, haven't you?
Hey, welcome back, Junkyard Dog. Or welcome on in, sir.
I'll kill you, James.
Alright. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna let him hit me at least once because I need to take that hit. Otherwise... Okay. Okay. Really? Oh! Oh my god, got him. The hell was he doing? Yeah, all these bodies look like us, you notice. Hey, what's up, She? Long time no see, or maybe I'm just going crazy. Maybe you were here last stream. Yeah, we hit his ass right out of the park. Okay, health is okay. We're not even flashing red yet, so we're alright. I wonder if it'll show him holding the great knife.
Do you
Nope.
know what it does to you, James? When you're hated, picked on, spit on, just because of the way you look, after you've been laughed at your whole friggin' life. That's why I ran away after I killed the dog. Ran away like a scared little girl.
I need to get some animated emotes. I've got like 4 slots, but I don't have any.
It was fun. It tried to chew its own guts.
Yeah, James just needs to grab Eddie by the shoulder and say, "What is wrong with you, dude? Like, get it together, dude."
I shot
And that'll
him
fix all this.
right in the leg. He cried more than the dog.
Gotta put a stop to this, dude.
He's gonna have a hard time playing football on what's left of that knee. You
Think it's okay to kill people? You need help, Eddie. Don't get all holy on me, James.
Oh, that fucking scene is so bad, dude. And it has like really low res models of like Heather and James in it too. They couldn't even import them properly.
We're not like other people. Don't you know that? Let's party!
All right, so I'm gonna try something here. You bitch. Okay, now I'm 1 HP. Well, this ain't gonna work. Oh, okay. Oh, he's gonna shoot my ass. Oh, destroyed. Holy shit. Did you hear when it hit like 30 hits in one shot too?
Eddie?
Fuck you mean, Eddie, dude? You just slashed him in the fucking face with a gigantic knife.
I killed a human being.
A human being.
A human being.
I human being. Yeah, so he did mention something interesting though. He said, you and me are the same. We're not like other people. This town called you too.
Mary. Did you really die 3 years ago?
Yeah, Tusk, it used to be funnier because I used to use the hunting rifle for this fight. So I would shoot him fucking 7-8 times in the chest with a hunting rifle, only for him to go, Eddie? Okay, so I don't think we can examine his body or anything. Or anything in here. We can go back into this room, but we can't. Maybe we can, yeah, so we can go all the way back up to the catacombs, but we don't need to. Okay, so I don't know if it happens here. It's actually better if it doesn't. Okay. In the beginning, we read this letter, and this is what kind of started everything. This is why he came to the town. This is why he's looking for her. This is why everything happened. But right after this fight, if you check this, there's nothing even written on it. But it still has her handwriting on the envelope. You love when I play Silent Hill? A lot of people do. You know, that newest YouTube video I put out, everybody's been at, like, someone joined the Discord earlier and asked me to make more content. I was like, hey, drop by the stream. You'll see it plenty. I believe it. Okay, so we go into the Historical Society. We go down the long staircase and into the prison. We jump down how many dark holes? We jump down a shit ton of them. And we also... Oh, I know a ton about Fatal Frame as well. Fatal Frame is like the games that I have the second most knowledge about. So yeah, we'll definitely be playing those soon. And all the elevators, everything that we went down. And look where we are. After all that, we're right behind the Historical Society. How is that possible? The only way that that's possible is if the moment we started descending those stairs in the Historical Society either doesn't exist or was just something that his brain combined with the power of the town fabricated. But there's no way after all those holes we jumped down and the staircases we climbed down and the elevators we rode down that we could be right back here. James was high. Well, that's another option too. Crimson Butterfly. So Fatal Frame 2, I actually have an undub of that. So we could play it with Japanese voices, I believe. If not, though, it's okay because I have it on PS3. I will say one thing about that game that's a little bit sus. I mean, I get that it's Japan, but dude, those unlockable costumes are highly questionable. Considering the fact that both of the girls in that game are supposed to be like 14 or 15 at the most. And the unlockable outfits are like fucking dominatrix outfits and shit. Have ever read House of Leaves? No. I mean, I get that it's Japan, but damn, a little bit weird. Okay, we're just gonna head up here. They're unlockable though. They're extra costumes. So we don't even have to mess with that, but yeah. House of Leaves is a huge Silent Hill vibe. Damn, the game is actually hitching really hard tonight. I don't know why. It doesn't usually hitch like this. There's actually a few books that I've been wanting to reread here recently. Early 2000s PC Tech 2 Advanced, yeah. Yeah, the modders did an amazing job actually getting the performance up to usable levels, because this game used to be extremely hard to run on PC. You'd have to like set the affinity every single time you launched it to a single core, because this game had no idea how to handle any more than a single core CPU when it came out. Oh, it's just because I'm low HP. So we're playing at low HP because we're trying to get a specific ending that requires us to be at low HP and to examine Angela's knife several times. And the game interprets that as us playing in a very suicidal way. So that's the way that we can get a specific ending that we're going for. And I have to leave that indicator up because I have no vibration to indicate when my health is low. So I need the on-screen because I'm using mouse and keyboard. Plus you reading the letter. Oh yeah, that is one of it. That's one of the qualifiers too. This place hasn't changed at all in 3 years. So what's cool about this is you can actually see the light source that you were following while you were in the boat, and I'll show you how that's done. So you can turn around here and look at this if you reset the camera and watch as you back up into the fog. You can actually see that's the exact light source you were following, and you can even watch it come back into view here. I've never tried. Can you try to get back in the... No, you can't get back in the boat. I love, this is one of the most peaceful parts of the game, but it's also very tense. Because you know that this is their last special place for him to investigate to see if she's really here. So you know inherently that this is going to be one of the final areas of the game, but you just hear this gentle water lapping sound. Just listen. It's so nice. Very peaceful. Yeah, the hotel is the last major area of the game. Oh yeah, so somebody else pointed out how many steps here is a reference to the ending of Pet Sematary. Okay, so if you guys have ever seen the Stephen King movie Pet Sematary, when he walks up the staircase at the end, it's actually this exact shot with this exact framing and the exact same amount of steps. And people assume that they did that intentionally to mirror the ending of Pet Sematary. Now, I don't know if that's confirmed or true, but I do know that the shots are extremely similar and they do have the exact same number of steps, the same angle, and everything in between, so totally possible.
This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza?
The fucking moaning in between that is the worst part. Okay, how good can the fucking pizza be, Eddie? Seriously. What's this? Room 312. That's the room Mary and I stayed in. Mary, are you there? Or maybe... Hotel map for guests. Now, we know, based on our previous encounters with both Angela and Eddie, that unless they are around, we don't see monsters that are particular to them. So that'll come into play here in just a second. Here's a great cutscene with fucking... Who's Rachel? If it's a pepperoni... Oh my god, pepperoni supreme. Oh my god. And you know what the best places are? Like the local brick oven pizza places. You just cannot beat them. You could literally go in... I'm a pepperoni guy. If I'm feeling froggy, I'll get pepperoni and sausage, but usually I'm like at the most just pepperoni. But the brick oven places, you could literally just get a cheese pizza and it would be amazing. It's teaches you that the quality is not in the toppings, but in the crust and the sauce. That's where the quality comes in, and how fresh the crust is. Yeah, spinach. Oh, banana peppers are amazing too.
Did I scare you?
Yeah, you did.
You're here to find Mary, aren't you, James?
Did she actually scare you? Yeah.
Well, have
That
you?
got me really bad the first time I played.
Is that why you're here too?
She's here, isn't she? If you know where she is, tell me. I'm tired of walking.
Whoa, but
I wish
factual.
I knew.
But she said it in her letter.
What letter?
Wanna read it?
Listen here.
Don't tell Rachel, okay?
Who's Rachel?
Whoa,
She was
James,
my nurse.
relax.
I took it from
Who's
her.
Rachel? Why was he so shocked at the fact that another nurse existed with a different name? Damn. So, here's something that's really interesting. There was a community member, Fungo, who, when I was first, wee little Stamp, I'm going to tell this story really quick. A wee little Stamp was on the internet researching Silent Hill cutscenes, and this was probably 2005 or 2006. I was already starting to get obsessed with these games. And I found a channel called Fungo, and he actually leaked that if you put a PlayStation 2 disc inside of your PC, one of the voice files on the disc is the actress Monica Taylor Horgan reading this letter. So they actually recorded all this and had her read out these lines, but they removed it before the game came out. And the theory goes that they did that because this was a little bit too much emotionally and it was too close to the ending. So they wanted to remove this and only have her read out the letter at the end. Because if she reads this letter, it kind of diminishes the performance at the end. And they didn't want to do that. So, makes perfect sense. Anyways, my dearest Laura, I'm leaving this letter with Rachel to give you after I'm gone. I'm far away now in a quiet, beautiful place. Please forgive me for not saying goodbye before I left. Yeah, Fungo was a cool guy. Now, I don't know about all the stuff, the falling out that happened between him and Twin Perfect, but I don't know anything about that, so I'm not going to speak on it. Be well, Laura. Don't be too hard on the sisters. And Laura, about James. I know you hate him because you think he isn't nice to me, but please give him a chance. It's true he may be a little surly sometimes and he doesn't laugh much, but underneath he's really a nice person. Laura, I love you like my very own daughter. This part's really important. If things had worked out differently, I was hoping to adopt you. Happy 8th birthday. Okay, so Mary was considering adopting Laura. Your friend forever, Mary.
Laura, how old are you?
I turned 8 last week.
But she's been dead for 3 years.
Mary
How's that
couldn't
possible?
have died 3 years ago. Could she really be here? Is this the quiet, beautiful place she was talking about?
Me and Mary talked a lot about Silent Hill. She even showed me all her pictures. She really wanted to come back. That's why I'm here. Maybe you'll get it if you see the other letter. The one, Mary. Huh? I must have dropped it.
Laura!
I gotta find it.
Laura!
Yeah, so apparently, Twin Perfect was a YouTube channel, a drawing done by Laura. A cat? Twin Perfect was a YouTube channel that did some of the first, like, in-depth Silent Hill analysis videos on YouTube. They were in, like, 2010 to 2013 is when they primarily came out. And, one of the 3 guys was named Fungo. It was Fungo, Rossiter, and Fouge. That was their 3 names. And it seemed like out of nowhere, Fungo just stopped appearing in their content. And I think Rossiter left a comment on a YouTube video saying that basically Fungo, this is all alleged, by the way. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I don't know anything about this. I'm just going off a YouTube comment that someone caught years ago. That Fungo was in a toxic relationship and they apparently got into a fight. Like Fungo and the guys got into a fight and he ended up changing the Google AdSense account to his information to essentially siphon all the money off instead of splitting it 3 ways. And that's why they had a falling out. All legend. I'm not accusing anybody. That's just what I heard. Yeah, so we know Angela's around because we don't see these abstract daddy monsters unless she is. Well, I mean, this is like well over a decade old tea, so it's very spoiled at this point. The bowl haircut tells it all. Your wisdom is too deep. Mr. James Sunderland, the videotape you forgot here is being kept in the office on the first floor. The key to the room where Mary and I stayed. Fungo's bowl cut? Yeah, Fungo also had the middle hair part too for a while. But, you know, when I used to watch his streams, like 2018 or 19-ish, I used to watch his streams and he seems totally fine. Like, he seems like a nice guy. And nobody's ever, like, said anything bad about his behavior overall. It just seems to be that, you know, they just had a really bad falling out. It happens, you know? I've had really bad falling outs with friends before. I've had a falling out with my fucking brother before. Shit happens. It's part of life. Teach it to wheel. What's he looking at? Oh. I read an archived comment from Rossiter on their website that for the Downpour video, Fungo didn't even have a copy of Downpour for that video review. He was just reading the script he was given. Yeah. Well, I mean, that kind of makes a little bit more sense because he wasn't living with them at the time. So I highly doubted that they would have actually bought two copies of the game, considering how much they really disliked it and didn't want to support Konami. But at the time they did the review, used copies were a lot tougher to find because the game was only a year old. I guess not really. That's not really an excuse. At least not a valid one. I'm just gonna hunting rifle these motherfuckers. Mother vuggers. What? I was gonna say, how did that not hit? Oh, damn, we got a double hit? There's the room 208 sound in the hotel. So you hear that crying right as you pass room 208. That's the room that Mary supposedly stayed in the hospital. So the room that we just found Maria dead in was also 208. And in the apartment, you can hear scratching next to room 208. So they keep that reference going throughout the whole game, which is really cool. Oh, I didn't use the fish key, did I? Nope, I'm cringe as hell. Yeah, they are very gross. I'm gonna get out. Did they not even say they did not even buy the game? It was only reviewing it because a viewer sent a copy to them. No, I think they did use the money that was donated to them to make the review and also to buy at least one copy of the game. Because remember, Rossiter in the review said that he was having that skipping issue, like at regular intervals, no matter what was happening, and he had to actually get a different copy of the game for it to start working. But yeah, if somebody has that comment from whoever archived about what happened between them and Fungo, I'm sure you could probably dig it up on like the Wayback Machine or something, but I'm not making it up. It was there. I mean, I'm sure you'd probably have to do a fair bit of digging because we're literally talking about shit that happened in like 2013, but yeah. It was there, and they did comment it somewhere. But, you know, it's like, who cares, man, you know? Those dudes, like, they're so far removed from that shit, and it was so long ago. It's like, you know, it's like when people ask me about, I've told the story about just a really shit relationship in the past. I mean, the shit is literally almost 10 years old. It happened in 2014. Who gives a fuck about talking about it anymore, you know what I mean? Okay, so you gotta listen closely here because there's no subtitles for this part. But if you try to walk up here, and then you back up, you don't have the key yet, just listen. Tough to hear, but you can hear Mary yelling your name as you walk away. Yeah, as you walk away. Okay, so we already know that Angela set the fire to the hotel, but, you know, allegedly this was her room that she checked into. So she checked into this room, she busted through the wall so that they would have the wrong room and she would be able to make her escape. but she tested out starting a fire on the curtains here. Look at it, it's singed. So she was testing it on this curtain to make sure that it was going to work. And then she busted into this room and actually left her suitcase. You can see all these photos of the different characters. Angela's the only one that's missing here. There's not a single Angela photo here. Yeah, there's a bunch of different things that it can be, so we really have to go get the paint thinner for this. Anyways, she started the fire with the paint thinner. And they really go crazy with the supplies in this area. Like, they give so fucking many. Alright, so I kind of want to illustrate a point here. We have to look at this. Notice above the buttons. Weight allowance 1 person. Okay. So I want to show... You can put your items on the shelf. And I will leave the lightest of the light items here. Yeah, James is too chunky. So we'll literally just leave a photo in our pocket. How about that? Or you know what? Yeah, that'll work. We'll leave the photo only in our pocket. We literally have a photo and an envelope. That's it. And it works. Any other item, no matter how light it is, the alarm still goes off. So what does that tell you? Are these items even real? They may not be. But literally, if you have anything else in your inventory, the alarm still goes off. So that's kind of their subtle hint to let you know that that shit's not even real. If I kept Laura's letter in my inventory, it would have gone off. I should have kept it, but whatever. All right, so here's the employee map. This part is the Shining reference, where Jack gets locked up in the food pantry. It's shaped very similar to the Shining and Overlook Hotel's pantry. But here's what's important here. They're all past their expiration date. Cookies and tea bags are all past their expiration dates. Expiration dates of canned food are long gone. So canned food lasts a long time. And even those expiration dates are gone. Soup cans aren't, though. Whole thing smells vaguely moldy. So why is all this food here? Yeah, why is all this rotten and expired food here? If the hotel looks exactly like it did 3 years ago and hasn't changed at all in that time. Another one, I think, is right here. There's a calendar or something you can look at where he says that, you know, all the reservations are from 3 years ago. But this is what's important in this room. So, the Soylent Hill videotape. And the can opener. I'll find which one he says that about. Sorry. Hiccuping into the mic is not cool. Here it is. There's a schedule book here. The date is from 1 year ago. So at a minimum, everything seems to have just been frozen in time as of a year ago. So why would that be? Everything seems to be in fairly good shape, so that doesn't make any sense. Need the stairwell. They don't really attack you too much. You just gotta push them out of the way. We don't have any weapons now anyway, so. It'd be very cheap if they actually put enemies that attack you when you have nothing on you. Fuck, I forgot to do the piano text, but basically if you examine the piano where Laura was, he just says that Mary used to play the piano, and she wasn't very good, but he loved to hear her play. And then he says, that was so long ago before we were even married. Why am I thinking of that now? Silent Hill 1, Harry Mason did not comment on a lot of things, probably because of memory in the system, I would assume. They didn't have enough space to do that type of thing. But in 2, he comments on a lot of things. You know, people have even tried to argue about the symbology or the symbolism in the light bulbs in a can. I don't think there is any symbolism, really. Yeah, the boiler room is another Shining-esque reference. And then here's another thing that he talks about. The counter. Mary and I shared some nice drinks together at this bar. Now, this is really important. Sometimes it seems like so long ago, and sometimes it's just as if it were yesterday. There's a ton of subtle hints at this part of the game that things are not adding up time-wise. Okay, so right here, this is what Angela used to start the fire. Paint thinner. Now I actually should be able to go back. Oh my, I might be dead. Okay. That actually, whoa, I'm super low on health. Oh, never mind. It's because they took my, okay. Yeah, once I go get the rest of my shit, I'll be fine. I'm just gonna reset them. There we go. Yeah, I forgot I didn't have any of my shit. Oh, wrong one. So yeah, all we have to do is get the last music box and we're good to go. But we got to get our stuff out of here first. Okay. Oh yeah, and there's also a save here I'm going to use. Damn, I could have used this save to show you what I meant when it comes to the items not having any weight, or even the things that have the slightest little bit of weight setting the alarm off, but whatever, it doesn't matter now. Okay, now we're going to go into 208, or we're going to go into 204, and I'm going to use the paint thinner to reveal what the combination is for the suitcase. You believe me? I appreciate that. You know, I'm not making up hogwash, as they say. Absolute lunacy. Over. I almost fucking tried over as well, man. That sucks. I always felt the hotel in SH2 felt more comforting than creepy. I guess it's supposed to be from James's perspective. Yeah, it's not the creepiest area in the game. I would actually argue that that's either the apartments or I don't think the hospital is either. I think it's either the apartments or the town at night. That's what I would say. All right, so now we have all 3 music boxes. I'm actually going to head back to the piano room so I can show you guys what I was talking about, but we're going to need to get probably the shotgun out because we're going to have to fight these two. Yeah, the apartments and the prison are the two for sure. But also the town at night is pretty bad. I want to see if I can get back into that restaurant so I can show you that text that I was talking about. Okay. So here's the piano text that I was talking about. There's a piano here. I remember how much Mary liked to play the piano. She wasn't very good, but I still loved to hear her play. That was so long ago, before we were even married. Why am I thinking of that now? I pretty much said the whole thing verbatim, but you get the idea. I just wanted to let you know one time. Oh. A little bit confusing coming out of there. Okay. So we're going to place these music boxes. Pretty sure this one is Snow White. Let's try Little Mermaid. because I almost always get this one wrong. The one on the left is like undeniably Cinderella. Yep, we got it first try. Easy. Yeah, especially on CRTs. Like if you play this game on a CRT, the blacks are actually like ink pitch black, and it is so effective because you can't see shit outside of where the flashlight beam is. They took super good advantage of CRT technology. That's why I recommend if people have an OLED TV to play them on the OLED. Like this enhanced edition on an OLED would be such an amazing experience. What's up, Gravity? Yeah, we are chugging Soylent right now. Wait, do I have... Okay, okay, so we can choose to get the rebirth ending, which I will do, and then we'll show in water after that. How about that? Because rebirth you can show, I believe, without the letter playing. Hey, what's up, Blockbuster John? How you doing, sir? I love the lighting in here, man. This is so... I remember the first time I got to this room on the original Xbox, because that was the first version of the game I played. I just sat here for a second just looking at that, like, wow, that lighting is so... It's just like angelic, you know what I mean? All right, guys, let me re-up on coffee really quick. Well, let me put the tape in first. Let me put the tape in first, and then I'll re-up on coffee while it plays, because this is a very serious part of the story, and I don't want to be yapping or on screen during it.
Are you taping again? Come on. I don't know why, but I just love it here. It's so peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why. It's too bad we have to leave. Please promise you'll take me again, James.
This song is called True. Very fitting title.
You idiot!
That actually scared me. What the fuck? I was like, did I press the button? Yeah, how could you do this, James, you idiot? There's a behind the scenes where they actually show them recording this part.
So there you are.
It's really cool.
Did you get
I'll show that after we finish.
Find Mary? If not, let's get going already. Okay?
Laura.
Yeah, I think it would have been a little bit too shocking if they left it in, Malum. There's certain copies of the game I think that still have it, but I don't know if that was intentional.
Mary's gone. She's dead.
Liar, that's a lie.
No, that's not true.
She she died. 'Cause
See,
she was
his
sick?
tone, his intonation, and everything. He has fully accepted it now. He knows.
No. I killed her.
You killer! Why'd you do it? I hate you! I want her back! Give her back to me! I knew it! You didn't care about her! I hate you, James! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! She was always waiting for you. Why? Why?
And people always want to talk about her acting. At least it's a real little kid and not a lady in her 40s trying to pretend to be a little kid like they did with the HD collection. It's so cringe because it's so obvious. Like, at least if you cast a kid to play a kid, it's going to make more sense, even if their acting isn't top notch.
The Mary you know isn't here.
Just like with Walter's kid self in 4. And then the denial comes immediately right back. As soon as he sits back down, here comes the denial, and it's in the form of
I'm sorry.
his radio. He only accepted it long enough to talk to Laura, and then here's the denial all over again.
That voice.
Yeah, and him putting his head down too. Like, he knows he did wrong, and she's, you know, she is upset about it, but she's more, you know, disgusted with how he is. Or that he would do that, because she just doesn't understand it. Now we get to see the hotel for what it really is. So in a reversal, instead of coming to this area when it's already in its otherworld form, now we're in the real version of it. We came here in the otherworld version, which was the nice, you know, the nice hotel from 3 years ago that hadn't changed at all. Well, it's changed, and it's changed quite a bit. Now it looks dilapidated, it looks rotted, molded, or mildew everywhere. So check this out. Here's a really cool detail. If you try to check the map back here. Oh, there's some places where you'll check the map and he'll say that it's too dark to check it. Trying to think. The movie was heavily influenced by a little bit of all the first 3 games. They copy music from all the first 3 games and a little bit of the themes from all 3. So, we're going to read Crimson Ceremony, and we're going to get the scariest fucking book in the entire game, Crimson Ceremony here, and I'm going to save, that way we can choose not to get it, and we'll get the in-water ending, hopefully. This is my second favorite ending, but here's the book Crimson Ceremony, easily the scariest thing in the game. The title is Crimson Ceremony. Speak. I am the Crimson One. The lies and the mist are not they, but I. You all know that I am one, yes, and the one is I. Believers hearken to me, 20 score men and 7,000 beasts, heed my word and speaketh them to all, that they shall ever be obeyed, even under the light of the proud and merciless sun. I shall bring down bitter vengeance upon thee, and thou shalt suffer my eternal wrath. The beauty of the withering flower and the last struggles of the dying man, they are my blessings. Thou shalt ever call upon me and all that is me in the place that is silent. O proud fragrance of life which flies toward the heart, O cup which brings with the whitest of wine, it is in thee that all begins. So yeah, pretty fucked up. I always think that him hearing Mary's voice is that the spiritual power is consciously guiding him, informing him you still have some unfinished business. Yeah. What's this book here? Okay. I didn't get the text about medical books, but he basically says that, yeah, let's just put that back on the shelf. He reads it, so, oh God, we'll put that back, dude. I don't want that. I'm not messing with that.
Mary's going to die? You must be joking.
I'm very sorry.
But you're a doctor.
It's your job to heal people. How can you just let her die?
Dude, his acting gets so good toward the end of the game.
As her doctor, I promise I'll do what I can. But there's still no effective treatment for her condition.
How long does she have?
I'm afraid I'm not sure. 3 years at most. Perhaps 6 months. It's impossible to say with certainty.
Yeah, so Guy C, he is the voice of James. He's talked about how the recording process took about 3 months, and it was kind of mid to late 2000 that they did it. But he basically spent the whole time, like in the first few cutscenes, he sounds really bad. But as he was taking the time to work with the other actors, he actually learned quite a bit about how to deliver lines effectively. And so his lines toward the end of the games get significantly better. Toward the end of the game. Like that cutscene is good. The one where he confronts Maria in the prison is good. But no, I'm not going to sit here and act like it's a masterpiece. I'm not in denial like that. It's not the greatest voice acting of all time, but it's better than what the HD collection was able to do, and that's the problem. Because the HD collection was supposed to be an improvement, and they did not improve on anything. This hyper realistic water texture here always was kind of jarring. But yeah, I was actually considering watching the first Silent Hill movie in the Discord again very soon. So if you guys would like to check that out, we'll figure out a good time. I'd like to get as many people in there as possible because a lot of people missed it the first time we watched it like years ago. And I think it's a decent movie, you know? It's fun to watch as its own little standalone thing. And it looks, the Blu-ray looks really, really good as well. Looks super good. And I have the Blu-ray. I've been saving it just for you. You. No one else. No, not him. You. I think the stilted performance in the beginning evolving into something more professional towards the end works in favor, because James is supposed to be off in the beginning, but in the end he comes full circle. Silent Hill film does have some really good cinematography. Some shots are lifted. Yeah, like the first shot where the you know, the air raid siren goes off for the first time and she finds, you know, that body and gets attacked just like in Silent Hill 1. I think that's very well done. Like, that's extremely well done. Yeah, the inverted fence shot. Anyways, let me shut up. Song is called Theme of Laura Reprise.
Mama! Mama, I was looking for you. Now you're the only one left. Maybe then I can rest. Mama, why are you running away? You're not my mama. It's you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Angela, no.
Yeah, we're hoping that they don't change her story in the remake of this that's coming out, because I'll talk about it after this cutscene.
Thank you for saving me. But I wish you hadn't. Even Mama said it. I deserved what happened.
No, Angela, that's wrong.
No, don't pity me. I'm not worth it. Or maybe you think you can save me.
I can't fix her.
Will you love me? Take care of me? Heal all my pain? That's what I thought.
Oh, speaking of that, Gravity, you guys know what my game of the year was? After, well, I'll tell you after this cutscene. By far and away, it was my game of the year.
Give me back that knife.
There is actually, Pink, or there's a reason for her dressing the way she does and acting the way she does.
Saving it for yourself?
Me? No. I'd never kill myself. It's hot as hell in here.
You see it too. For me, it's always like this.
Okay, so this is the last time we see Angela. She walks off up the staircase and we never see her again. Couple things. We're concerned that in the remake, they're going to try to give her story a quote-unquote happy ending. Or try to include some information about how you should forgive your abuser or something along those lines, because Bloober Team has a history of putting shit like that in their games. Like, it's actually kind of insulting how they've done it. But if you're wondering, the reason why she dresses, acts, and looks the way she does, she's supposed to be 17, but she was intentionally designed to look like she's closer to 40. Reason for that is she's gone through so much that she has lines carved into her face from the stress. She's got like the Schwarzenegger mouth, Arnold Schwarzenegger mouth is how they described it. And she's got lines, she's got crow's feet, and also lines on her forehead. So she's got lines carved into her face from the stress of her life, and she dresses very plainly in a sweater, pant, like nothing provocative whatsoever, because she's so freaked out about, you know, the assault that she experienced. And she doesn't use makeup or anything. Well, I'm just hoping that, I'm hoping that they don't try to add any unnecessary bullshit to try to give us some kind of life lesson on her story. I hope they just leave it alone, because it's presented in a very dark way, but it's just what it is. It's very real. And there's also, when you're in the water, so when you're in the prison, you actually find a tablet that is related to her called the Tablet of the Seductress, and you find it in the shower. So that's trying to, you know, give you a subtle hint that, you know, she sees herself as a seductress despite trying everything to not appear that way because she got continually assaulted. So, you know, and also people like that sometimes they'll take frequent showers because of what it does to them. They feel like they need to take showers frequently. So it's an extremely dark, extremely dark side story, but it's, you know, it's conveyed very well. And in a very clean way where it's not very graphic and it doesn't say anything outright. It just kind of gives you subtle imagery as to what would have happened to her. Whereas modern games would just have you find like a note that would just talk about in graphic detail the exact assault that she experienced. This game doesn't present it in such a fucking, you know, ridiculous way. A modern game would try to shock you with what happened, but a good game lets your mind imagine what could have happened. It pushes a certain morality on you. I don't like that in RPGs either. Yeah. The Medium essentially was a character who came to the conclusion that they needed to forgive their abuser and to end their own life because their pain is too much to handle. Very weird take, yeah. But, you know, something else that's interesting about that cutscene that we just experienced with Angela is that's what she sees. So she sees everything on fire around her, whereas Eddie sees everything as a giant meat locker, frozen. And those big hunks of meat that were hanging on the hooks, they look just like Eddie. They even had like the shorts on them too. That's why people love this game so much, is because there's a lot of instances of James experiencing Angela and Eddie's nightmare at the same time he's experiencing his own. And that never really happens in any of the other games. This is the only one that happens in. And people really like that concept, and that's why they tried to continue doing it, but unfortunately they got it right the first time and could never replicate it. So Somebody told me James sounds like Stan Marsh here, and I can never fucking unhear it. It drives me nuts, but it's also kind of funny. Look, we gotta laugh a little, otherwise this game would be a complete downer, you know? Just listen, you'll hear Stan Marsh.
Stop! Leave her alone! Leave us both the hell alone!
Randy Marsh, yeah, Stan is the kid. Yes, Randy, his dad, is what he sounds like. You're right. Stan is the son. It's not funny, but it kind of is.
I was weak. That's why I needed you. Needed someone to punish me for my sins. But that's all over now. I know the truth.
I laughed anyway.
Now it's time to end this.
Okay, so 2 pyramid heads, because now James has 2 victims. He's not just feeling guilt for 1 victim, now he's feeling guilt for 2, and they don't have the great knife anymore because I have it. So they have spears now. Oh, that was a great hit. Now there's no way in hell that this is gonna work, so I'm gonna have to get out of here. Professional movie trailer narrator, yeah. Oh, we're gonna slice and dice them, don't worry about that. Ooh, okay, that was a good hit. We're gonna take a hit here, that's okay. I just need to get out. Yeah, this version of Betrayal, this song is called Betrayal. This is actually this is a game only version. Only the in-game version has the buzzsaw sound in the background. The CD version does not have the buzzsaw sound. I love that the in-game versions are slightly different. It gives you something new, and it's not just the exact same as what's on the CD. Okay. Last one, hopefully. Really? 3 hits and they're still not? That was 3 good hits, too. Alright, fine. Let's just use the hunting rifle, because that's going to be a quicker way to get this done. Really? Oh, Jesus. He went for it. He went for the gold. Ooh, okay. That was, I would have died right there, 100%. I'm still going to take a hit. That's okay. Just a little poke. Dude, why are they so, like, with... Oh my god, they're fucking tanks, dude. All those great knife swings and they still have this much? Oh my god. This is fucking my rank using all these heals. Oh my... There we go. Now, there's a lot of people, and I mean a lot, who... Pyramid Head won't move anymore. It looks like he's holding something. Scarlet egg. Okay, and then this one has a rust-colored egg. My God, if you want to talk about some over-analyzing, there are people who talk about what these eggs symbolize, and they go into, oh my God, they talk about paragraphs. It's about being reborn into a new person, and it's about letting go and all this other shit. No, it's way simpler than that. Rust-colored egg represents Mary, died of disease. Scarlet egg represents Eddie, died in a violent encounter. That's why 2 pyramid heads were holding 2 eggs. They represent each of the victims. That's it. And people think it means like way, way more than it actually means, and it's very bizarre. Two victims, 2 pyramid heads, 2 eggs that represent those victims. Period, end of story. It's that simple. Yeah, just crack them and fry them up, dude. Stop the overanalyzation. It's getting old. Look at this face on the door here. A snake is carved into its stem. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the rebirth ending. Yeah, have a hire a contractor to get an egg door installed.
Mary?
Why not, dude?
What do you want, James?
I brought you some flowers.
We'll listen to this one the next time through because we're gonna get 2 endings tonight.
Damn flowers. Just go home already.
First ending is rebirth.
What are you saying?
Look, I'm disgusting.
So we'll listen to that next time. I don't even know if I'm going to get in water if I don't read Crimson Ceremony. Well, oh shit, did I save over the Crimson Ceremony? I think I did. I saved over that. Well, I'll just have to show in water then. That's fine. Yeah, it looks like the Lisa Garland smile. That's a good point. But this is going to be the rebirth ending. I did it. You know what? Let's get ready. We have some disinfecting to do. Ladies and gents. Just inching. Just inching. Oh, I'm so stupid, dude. I'm sorry. Ruining the magic of Silent Hill 2 again.
James.
Maria, I'm finished with you.
Oh, damn.
But I'm what you wanted. Mary's dead. Don't you understand? She's not coming back. But I can be yours. I'll be here for you forever. I'll never hurt you like she did. So why don't you want me?
Because you're not Mary.
Oh my god, his face
Without
there is fucked
Mary,
up.
I just can't go on.
Oh, James.
I love the way she says that. Oh. Oh, you're about to get fucked up. Ew, what is that thing? Get it out of here. Okay, I'm sorry. Enough fucking around. Let's take care of business. I need the overhead swings. They hit like every time. There we go. Oh, how did that miss? That was huge. Oh, what the fuck? I didn't even know that could happen. Alright, chill out, dude. Oh, you piece of shit. I did, dude. This would have ended so toxic. Oh, bitch. Yeah, you gotta be behind the bed. It's the safest place to be. Always. But it's tough to move when you got this fucking knife out. Okay. This is the safest place to be, because she, like, misses every one of those little stabs. That's gotta be it. Yep. Let's get the wooden plank out for this one. The doink. Oh yes, I love this. And you can actually see Mary's body in the boat right there, actually. So that's our indicator that he had the body with him, possibly even in the trunk of his car. That's the theory. But he had the body with him. That's it.
Mary, you look so peaceful. Forgive me for waking you. But without you, I just can't go on. I can't live without you, Mary. This town, Silent Hill.
I love his delivery here.
The old gods haven't left this place. And they still grant power to those who venerate them.
Man, he killed this.
Power to defy even death.
Yeah, it's definitely possible, Malum. See, those are the interesting theories, not the ones where it's just like, oh, symbolism and then 40 paragraphs about it. Like,
Mary.
This is my favorite credit song in all of Silent Hill. It's called The Reverse Will, and it actually has the reverse, now I lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep. That's reversed in the middle of this, and also the beat is as well. Yeah, you can very slightly see a church at the top. So because we got the White Chisholm, the Obsidian Goblet, and we read Crimson Ceremony, he's legitimately going to try to resurrect her using black magic or something along those lines. Here we go. Love it, man. Love it. Yeah, best credit song in the game for sure. Here's that reverse prayer coming up. Right here. Do you like that emote thing? I'll show you what that comes from here in a second. What are Josh and Casey up to? I haven't heard from either of them in quite a while. I know it's holidays and all that, but... Love that. Love that little break right there. Busy, unacceptable. I don't accept that as an excuse. JK. Yeah, Walter scratching on the turntable. Let's go. I love that shot of James there too as the credits roll. Yeah, I remember last time I was in her stream, she was talking about, I can't remember if it was Cox Communications or Comcast was being a bitch, and I was like, yeah, very typical. Oh, Xfinity. Yeah. Comcast Xfinity. I'll show you guys some really interesting stuff from Guy Seehee, the voice actor of James. I'll show you a little bit on his YouTube channel that I think is really cool. He actually did a live action recreation of the Rebirth ending a while back. Now, every time I hear this, just give it to me. Give me Pianissimo epilogue. I need it. Well, it'll be the enhanced edition credits first. Turning it up. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where I am. It doesn't matter how old I am. That always hits the same. And I love it. Always hits the same as the 12-year-old me that finished this for the very first time in my dark ass freezing room with the air conditioner blasting midsummer. This song hits the same. I must have left it on this screen for a solid half hour just because I love the song so much. And I kind of use this as a benchmark, you know, every time we play this. Every time we play this, I like to sit here for just a little bit. You gotta just take a second just to think about all that's changed since the last time you sat down and played this game. And my life has changed quite a bit. You know, I can't even recognize the person I was back then or any time near the first few times I completed this, and that's in the best way possible, I mean. So, but it's really happy of a feeling because I'm able to share this with people now. Now, there's a lot of people out there that are obsessed with these games just as much as me, if not more so. I'd say a lot of people are obsessed even more so, but I think it's the sharing it with other people. Even if people have already completed it and they know what happens and they know the story, it's still always fun, and it'll always be fun. Oh yeah, we killed that boat stage time, dude. 1 minute, 3 seconds. It's always fun, and it will always be fun. And same goes for 1, 3, and 4 as well. There's just something about them, like talking about the symbolism and different things. It's just always fun. Always has been. So let's go ahead and file another one of our clear. Look at all these. Look at all these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How far back do these go? November 2020. Wow. That's the earliest one. Yeah, that's about when I really picked up streaming again, because before I was playing on the PS2 version. So many saves, man. Okay. So, there's a couple things. Why the fuck people now keep saying that Guy C is a controversial person? I can give you one reason why. Okay, good thing I closed that out in time. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, I can give you one reason why, and just to keep it vague, it's political. So, that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, I want to show you a little bit about his YouTube channel, because this has nothing to do with his politics. This is strictly to do with Silent Hill 2. CG Navigator is his YouTube channel. And he uploaded a video called Rebirth 5 years ago now. So this is the actual voice actor for James.
Silent Hill. The old gods haven't left this place. And they still grant power to those who venerate them. Power to defy even death.
I just got flashbanged, by the way. And he also has a couple on here that are really funny with him and Dave Shoffley, the guy that played Eddie. where they're in a pizza place right here. It's called Let's Go After Her .wmv. I love this video.
How can you sit there eating pizza? This town is full of monsters. Let's go after her. Come on.
It just looks like they're having so much fun, dude. They're having way too much fun. But yeah, his YouTube channel is very interesting to just like browse it and see what all's on here. Yeah, and he's actually done a bunch of fan meetups. He lives in Japan. He's a businessman in Japan. But occasionally he'll actually travel to America to meet up at pizza places with Silent Hill 2 fans. It's actually really cool how he's kept in touch with the community after all these years. Like right here, he's got a video called Die Triangle Boy, where he goes and plays the Silent Hill arcade. Yeah, and him and the guy that played Eddie are like best friends, and they have been forever. So it's really cool to see them just going and hanging out and still interacting with fans after all these years.
This is it. Oh man, check it out. Hey, we're gonna play a little Silent Hill 2 arcade game. Don't just sit there eating pizza. Come on and join me.
I love this guy, man. See, a lot of people would get all stuck up about it, and they're like, "Oh, you guys in this fucking pizza line, when are you gonna get over it?" But you know, he just embraces it, and I think that's cool. In the fucking mall, dude. This looks so bad, actually.
I know where this is. This is Minecraft.
What the fuck? He literally just said this is Minecraft. What the fuck? What's up, Salt?
I know where this is. This is Minecraft.
Why did he say that? Why did he say that, dude? Yeah, this is Minecraft.
These monsters are vaguely familiar. Oh, a little tribute to the first game here. Nice. Ooh, you're a bad-looking thing.
When he finds Pyramid Head is really funny too. Oh, I didn't know that you mow down Robbies in this game. Oh, here it is. Here he comes. Oh, there he is, dude. Yeah, and talking about this is the final smash or whatever. This is the voice actor for James Sunderland and the guy that plays Eddie, Dave Shoffley. Guy C, he is the guy that played James, and Dave Shoffley played Eddie. It's them going to a Japanese arcade and playing the Silent Hill arcade. And he called the video Die Triangle Boy. He just looks like he's having so much genuine fun, even though he's like 20 years too old to be doing this. I mean, you're never really too old for... It's just so fucking stupid, dude. But yeah. Yeah, the real Silent Hill Experience episode 1 is so dumb because they're sitting there playing Silent Hill 1 and acting like it's a fucking multiplayer game and saying this is the final smash. Right here. This is so dumb. One day we'll sit down and watch all parts of this, but I want to get permission from Rossiter first because I don't want to steal content. Because I respect these guys a lot for how hard they worked on this. He is kind of like Jim Carrey, yeah. I mean, he said before that his style of comedy is very heavily motivated by him or inspired by. This part.
Instant kill.
This is so dumb.
Yeah. How are you doing that? I'm trapping you against the boulder. Instant kill. Here, coming up on you. Yeah.
No, not again. I'm sick and tired of this crap.
I'm saving up my demon summons. I got 5 demon summons, and you're getting it right now.
The fucking sounds too.
Come on. No.
5 demon summons.
Oh man, I'm just blowing you out of the water. You're gone. Oh, I set that up perfectly. I got a little trap going. Yeah,
You did
just
not.
ran right into it.
That's like complete chance.
This used to make me laugh so hard, dude. The way he says it's like complete chance. It's so stupid. But yeah, one day we'll sit down and watch all of the real Silent Hill experience because it's like, I mean, if you were to really sit down and watch all the parts, considering the fact that some of the reviews are over 2 hours long, it would probably take you 4 hours to sit down and watch all of it. So that would have to be the entire stream, is just watching that from front to back. But yeah, like I said, I don't want to do that unless I get permission from them, because I don't like to just be that guy that sits down and watches other people's videos for hours on end. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me hydrate. I actually need to. What about from back to front? I never thought about that, Salt. Maybe we can get away with stealing content if I just watch the end first and then I go back to the beginning and tell everybody that it's a spoiler alert, and then they decide not to watch. Now that would get me around the loophole. That's a loophole worth looking into. So yeah, there's actually another thing that's pretty interesting that I want to show from Guy Seehee, where he talks about the endings. This is a Facebook post that he made a long time ago. In water ending. Yeah. Oh yeah, let me show that because it is really funny. So they made a Silent Hill Downpour review, which is like the greatest. Like nobody else ever needs to make a Silent Hill Downpour review because of how good this is. But they have this dramatic ass intro, which I'll show you here. And it has just the most unexpected ending ever. I love this stream transition, by the way. I'm never going to change it. Let me refresh the chat. You know what? I've shown this before on stream. If you want to check it out, I'll do this. I don't want to content steal here. If you want to watch the intro, there it is. We've seen this a few times. Yeah, it should have been. Unfortunately, it wasn't, though, because I think, 2013 was a lot different of a time, though. And things weren't memed to the degree that they are now. Definitely not. But anyways, music. But yeah, just again, I just wanted to say that I appreciated it because, dude, everybody, ever since I put that new video out, I've gotten so many like Discord DMs of people telling me that they enjoyed it and they can't wait for more. So that's really cool. That's very motivating. And also people have joined the Discord. Like we've had 3 people join the Discord ever since that video dropped, just because they wanted to be in the community. So, I mean, it's very cool. And like I said, that's the obvious path forward for me, is if I want to legitimately make this a thing, I'm going to have to continue with YouTube because that's where I can get it done. And I'm very, very proud of that video. And, the sky's the limit in terms of the topics I want to cover and the editing that I can do now that I'm learning to put videos together in decent time frames. So just got to stop being fucking lazy, bust open Adobe Premiere and get to work. Your content's great. Definitely the insight I think TP could have provided if they didn't have a falling out. Yeah. Yo, imagine being decent though. I can't yet. Maybe give it a year and then maybe I'll be a decent content creator, but give it a year. Okay. A solid year of YouTube uploads and we might be, the milk toast might be leaving at that point that I'm experiencing right now. I mean, I only have 11 videos. Like, it's not like I've done a lot, but there's a podcast going now. We're still, the ball's rolling on that. The podcast is going. We're getting that shit, firing all cylinders on that and everything else in between. So we're doing well, but we just got to keep it going. Now I got to fucking focus on my health too. That's the main thing, dude. I got to stop eating like a fucking dipshit, for lack of a better word. Being decent would be 2025, baby. I don't want to think about 2025 because I'll be 30. The OG Silent Hill games are kind of making a comeback. Enigma has done a lot for Silent Hill 4. Yeah, let me just say, I don't like to talk about other content creators a lot, especially not with a negative connotation. I think an Eternal Enigma is a good standard to look to because he sets a good example of not putting his personal life on the internet. He does a really good job of separating his personal life and his Twitch life. He never even uses his real name, like ever. So, in terms of how I frame my content and how I try to keep those two things separate, I feel like he's a good role model to look to. And just in general, he treats everybody respectfully and doesn't ever try to insert himself into drama. So, if people ever want like a benchmark of how you can continue this as a lifestyle without being roped up or without being wrapped up in a bunch of drama, it's, he's a good person to look to for that. So, shout outs for sure. And if nobody's following him, by the way, he's not even here. I know that, but he's literally like, one of the greatest horror streamers on Twitch. So if you're not following him, drop him a follow. Like, what are you doing? How do you not know, dude? But yeah, I originally found his HD collection review several years ago. Probably back in 2012, I found it. But yeah, good dude. Plays a lot of Silent Hill. He's actually doing an insanely in-depth Silent Hill 4 story run right now. So if anybody wants to see that next time he's live, he'll be doing that. So anyways, yeah. I say we raid Josh because we haven't had a chance to get him back for the last time he raided me. So let's raid Wood. Because finally I'm live and ready to end before he is. So, oh, invalid username. What? That's literally his username. Oh, I put an extra W. Joshy Washy. Oh, yes. That's the raid message. Everybody say Joshy Washy raid. Okay? We must say it. You must say it. Joshy Washy raid right now. And with that, I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to bust open Adobe Premiere and start editing some videos. You guys have a great rest of the night while I disappear into a puff of Silent Hill fog and exit room 302. You're all free to leave as well. But I'm getting out of here as well. Goodbye.